Hello and welcome to Norwood News. Today is Friday, September 13th. I'm Kiki Thaxter. It's great to have you with us as we end another week here in Norwood. This week on Norwood News, the construction at Hawes Pool is coming along. Norwood honors Trish Monahan. But first, at this year's Norwood Day, former Director of Veteran Services Ted Mulvihill was awarded the Ann Leyden Award. Sam White discussed some of Ted's great accomplishments throughout his career, and Ted remarks on his special recognition.
Hey Norwood, Sam White here, Assistant Director at the Recreation Department. I'm here at Norwood Day. It's been a blast so far. We just wrapped up the parade and giving Ted Mulvihill the Ann T. Leyden Award for the year of 2024. We're looking forward to what the day has to bring. We have plenty of vendors, local businesses, and organizations. And of course, the weather's holding up just fine, so we're ready to rock and roll.
All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Norwood Day 2024. We're happy to see so many smiling faces this morning, as well along with all of our local businesses, organizations, partnerships on a beautiful day. Today, as tradition goes, we're here to honor the Ann Leyden Award, which is a volunteer service award that goes to an individual in Norwood who has gone above and beyond throughout many years. And today we are pleased to honor it to Ted Mulvihill. I do have a few words that I would like to say about Ted. Today we honor Edmund Ted Mulvihill Jr. for a lifetime of service and dedication. Born in New York City and raised in Norwood from age 3, Ted has been a vital part of our community. A proud 1972 graduate of Norwood High School, he served the United States Air Force from 1972 to 1976. As a valedictorian of the Defense Language Institute, his role in the Air Force intelligence was vital to the national security. Ted's commitment to veterans has been unwavering. A member of the Norwood American Legion Post 70 since 1975, he's held leadership roles including commander and was named Legionnaire of the Year in 1995. His efforts to support veterans and their families have spanned decades, such as organizing flag placements in the town common, where we all are today, fundraising for plaques at Memorial Hall, and supporting the Medal of Honor Society conventions. In 2005, he was named Man of the Year by the Friends of St. Nick for his dedication. And we thank you so much, Ted, for all of your hard work, dedication to the town of Norwood. And for veterans everywhere. We're happy for Ted, but we're also sad to say that he is retiring as the director of our Veteran Services here in Norwood. We're proud to present him with the 2024 Ann T. Leyden Award. Congratulations, Ted. You deserve it.
Thank you, Sam. On behalf of every veteran in the town of Norwood and every veteran across the Commonwealth and the nation, I'm very, very proud to accept this Ann Leyden Award, because if there was ever a patriotic family across this great land, it is the Leyden family. And on behalf of my family, thank you all very, very much.
I have been fortunate enough to be recognized for many different reasons over my long career, but this is the most special, in my humble opinion. The Leyden family, to me, exemplifies what Norwood is all about. Volunteerism, participation, commitment, love of community, all those great things, and Ann Leyden was the glue that held it all together. So I'm proudest of this, and I want to thank the Leyden family very, very much.
While at Norwood Day, I had the opportunity to speak with Congressman Lynch about what's happening on Capitol Hill and what he's working on for the town of Norwood. Hello, everybody. I'm here with Congressman Lynch. It is a tradition for him to come to Norwood Day every year. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. Do you see this crowd? This is probably the biggest crowd I've seen at Norwood Day in, let's see, I've been representing Norwood for over 20 years. Probably the biggest crowd. There's no parking.
I know.
In case you want to come down, you better walk. But it's fantastic. Everybody's in a good mood. The weather's beautiful. All kinds of good food, rides for the kids. It's a wonderful reflection on the town of Norwood.
For sure. And do you have like any new news you want to tell the people in Norwood?
Well, I would say one of the big concerns for me right now in Norwood is the recent closure and rehabilitation of Norwood Hospital. So I've been working with John Rogers and Senator Mike Rush, two of my partners. They're at the state level, I'm at the federal level, but trying to get a new owner to come in. I know that of all the hospitals that, and Norwood Hospital was not in the bankruptcy case, they're separate because they're under construction, but we're trying to bring in a new hospital ownership to operate that. I know that there were a number of hospitals that were interested. I know that people had approached Mass General Brigham and some others, because Norwood Hospital has an excellent situation where it serves so many communities. It's really a central location that it would be attractive to an investor. And we want a nonprofit hospital system. We don't want a for-profit. That's what got into trouble with Stewart Healthcare. But that process is ongoing. John has been dealing with MPT Trust, which is the new property owner. They own the building, they own the land, and we're trying to come out with a situation that restores a new and improved Norwood Hospital to this area.
Yeah, no, I think a lot of people in Norwood are definitely looking for that to come back here. So we hope soon something, comes about.
We are working on it. And, if we can establish a not-for-profit hospital again, as it was years ago under Caritas, then, we could make sure that they're eligible for Medicaid, Medicare funding, those fundings that are really important to any hospital operation. Yeah.
Definitely. So before we close this, do you have anything you want to let the Norwood people know? Like anything you want to wish them?
Well, I would say, so we do a lot of the academy appointees, and we have a long and strong tradition of young men and women from Norwood who go to my academy day, which I bring in the West Point leadership, Annapolis leadership, Coast Guard Academy, Air Force Academy. We meet in the third week of October in Braintree, and so many young people from Norwood have gone on to the military academies. They have an incredible history here. So that will be coming up. I know that we have a couple of a young man and a young woman recently who are both one's at the Naval Academy, one's at West Point from Norwood. And so we're looking to get more, such a great tradition here. We're looking to get more opportunity for young men and women from Norwood and all over the district to attend the academy. So that's coming up I think it's October 20th. And we want to make sure that everyone in Norwood is available to that, to attend that, and also just to put that on people's calendar. Look, this is a great day. It's a great community. I think Norwood is a wonderful. It's a shining example of what's best about America, right? The people of Norwood, they care about their senior citizens. The Council on Aging and everything they got going on there. The high school and the youth athletic programs are incredible. If you walk down this street, you'll see the Marine Corps and other veterans groups that are advocating on behalf of veterans. You got Teddy Mulvihill, who's our veterans service officer here. So they care about their kids, their seniors, their veterans, and like I say, it's a shining example of what's best about America.
Over the past few years, bubble tea has risen in popularity and usually requires you to drive to and around Boston. But thanks to Simple Sweets, you can pick up your bubble tea right here in Norwood. Looking to sweeten up your day? Located at 694 Washington Street in the heart of Norwood is where you'll find the shop that will satisfy your sweet tooth.
The Simple Sweets we have like boba tea. It's been really popular in this couple of years. We sell like fruit teas, and like smoothies, protein drinks.
Simple Sweets, owned and operated by Angela Zhu, is the only bubble tea shop located here in Norwood.
Simple Sweet is a really unique store in Norwood. Not many boba tea stores around this area. We opened up the Simple Sweet because we're selling the boba tea in Mizuya for a while. We get a lot of good feedback. Now we can come to the Simple Sweet. It's more convenient for those boba tea lovers to traveling all the way to the Boston area.
Boba, or bubble tea, originated in Taiwan and is most commonly served cold and consists of green or black tea, or milk tea, which is any tea-based drink with milk added. A variety of different jellies and bobas, which are small round balls that pop with flavor, are added to the beverage.
I love sweet things. I love to create all different kind of drink. That's my special. This is a popping boba. Kids love it. Really popular. I started making the drink for my kids first, and then my kids say, "Oh, it's lovely. It's so yummy, mommy. You should open the store just selling these drinks." The most popular drinks are milk tea and fruit tea, such as brown sugar milk tea with the boba. This is the top seller. And the passion fruit tea, peach fruit tea, it's my favorite. And also we have mochi donuts.
Simple Sweets definitely has its sweet side, but it also has options for those who prefer a salty snack.
We have so many different kind of ramen noodles, from chickens, shrimp, lobster, kimchi ramens, and beef ramens, vegan ramens, gluten-free, rice noodles. I love Norwood. I've been here for 3 years since we opened, during the COVID, we opened up the Mizuya. I get so many supports. The people, it's really friendly. It supports the local business. It's really, really nice town.
Simple Sweets is open Sunday 11 a.m. to 8:30 p.m., Monday through Thursday 11:30 to 8:30, and 11:30 to 9:30 on Friday and Saturday. You can always check out Simple Sweets on their social media, their website, and in person, right on 694 Washington Street. When Norwood News returns, Ron Marshalsea recaps sports, and NHS junior Bridget Kidd has the latest in school news.
Are you aware of Norwood Community Media's weekly newsletter? If you are interested in signing up, all you have to do is go to our website, norwoodcommunitymedia.org. Once you're there, scroll to the bottom of the page and click on the Sign Up for Our Newsletter button. All you have to do after that is fill out your first and last name, your email, as well as your zip code. Once you press send, at the end of each week you will have our newsletter in your inbox, ready for you to catch up on all things Norwood.
The new pool is starting to take shape down in South Norwood. Assistant Recreation Director Sam White has the details on the construction progress at Hawes Pool.
So behind me we have Hawes Pool project. It's fully rolling. They are currently putting down the rebar to complete the structure of the pool itself. Next week they will actually be pouring the concrete on the base of the pool. And then they're going to move into working on the spray park and our pump room, which will be located to the right side of the pool, looking head on. So the project's slated to be done early spring. The timeline right now is May, which will be plenty of time for us to get prepared and ready for the grand opening in June. So we're really looking forward to it, and can't wait to bring everyone down here and see the new project and have everyone enjoy.
Now we're going to toss it over to Bridget Kidd for the latest in school news.
I'm Bridget Kidd, and let's take a look at what's happening in our Norwood schools. Norwood High School welcomed the students back by holding signs of positive messages as they entered the school. Principal Hugh Galligan greeted the students to help start the day, and NHS teachers also joined him in the lobby to welcome everyone back.
Welcome back to school. Good morning. Welcome back. Welcome back to school.
The Callahan School shared a few pictures from their opening day. Let's take a look. The Cleveland School kicked off its first Character Strong Assembly this year. Students learned about tools and strategies that promote kindness. Through the use of the Character Strong curriculum, students learned the value of empathy, service, and connection, and along with strong academics. The goal is to teach students to be capable, compassionate people. At the Balch School, a reminder that they will be having an ice cream social and open house on Wednesday, September 25th from 5:30 to 7:30. The Prescott School was excited to welcome back their students and staff last week. On Tuesday afternoon, they welcomed their first graders to check out their classrooms and hear important information about the year. And they had a great turnout for the annual Popsicles with the Principal event, with Principal Brian Riley. Kids and parents came running into school ready to learn. Throughout the first day, they made sure to take a picture of every kid and many staff members to show their excitement for the first day of school, with a Prescott First Day frame made by School Adjustment Counselor Miss Erica Renault. Throughout the first day, kids learned about the Prescott 3, being respectful, being responsible, and being kind, and talked about what each of these behaviors looked like throughout the building. The Prescott is also excited to be bringing a new online supplemental math program this year called ST Math. Funded by the 1-8 Foundation, the goal of the ST Math is to engage students in a spatial-temporal math puzzles that help them make sense of mathematical concepts without using language. This may include visualizing a tens frame during addition or examining repeated addition to solve multiplication problems. Prescott ST Math champion Miss Webb has worked hard to make ST Math a vital part of the opening of school, and kids are already excited to meet their puzzle goals for the week. That's it for the school news this week. We appreciate all the teachers who take the time to share their news with us. It gives us an inside look at all the good things happening in our schools. Now, let's send it over to Ron Marshalsea with the latest in sports.
I'm Ron Marshalsea, and this is your sports update. The football team hosted Stoughton last Friday night and dominated their way to a 28-0 shutout of the Black Knights. Senior captains Jack Dwyer and Brian Dearborn scored the 4 Mustang touchdowns, with Dwyer getting 2 on the ground and Dearborn getting 2 in the air from junior quarterback Caden Sheehan. This win doesn't happen without the defense getting the big shutout, as well as stellar blocking from the offensive line. Tackles Pedro de Oliveira and Dan de Oliveira, guards Ty Spooner and Danny Russo, and center Vinny Lopez. Fullbacks Drew Bartuca and Kevin Roach were also huge in the run game, and Jack Dwyer shouted them out and his line in our post-game interview.
Yeah, as great as you and Maddie Banks were tonight, Jack, we were trying to give some shout-outs to your O-line and to your fullbacks. What did you see from them? It looked like they were opening up a lot of lanes for you guys in the backfield.
Oh, they were dominant. I mean, there's not a better O-line in the TVL. There's not a better fullback than Drew Bartuca, Kevin Roach. I mean, I'm a lucky running back. I get the best, so.
You're a good sport, given the credit where the credit is due there.
Yeah.
They do a great job, and you did as well.
Thank
How
you.
does it feel to get a win on the first game of the season?
Nothing better, playing in front of packed crowd, season opening win at home. Nothing better.
NCM will be live next Friday the 20th when Norwood hosts the reigning D2 state champions, the King Philip Warriors. The game will be live on the NCM Community Channel at 6 o'clock. And be sure to tune in early for the next episode of NHS TV Pregame Live, hosted by NHS TV students Brian Gagliard and Anthony Canidi. The field hockey team continues their winning ways with a 5-0 shutout win over Ashland last Friday, a 6-3 win over Westwood on Monday, and a 4-0 win over Dedham Wednesday afternoon. Goals in Ashland were scored by Allie Mannering, who had 2, Emily Spadorcia, who had 2, and Shay Larkey. The Mustangs hosted a strong Westwood team on Monday and fought hard to get the win with goals from Morgan Nauman, Allie Mannering, and Emily Spadorcia and Shay Larkey had 2 apiece. Larkey made a statement with one of her goals, burying it in the back of the net and blowing it right past the Westwood goalie. In the Dedham win, Shay Larkey got the hat trick and Emily Spadorcia scored 1 as well. Ava O'Neill has been an absolute wall in net, and her and the Mustangs will be hosting Wellesley on Friday the 13th at 4 o'clock. Golf got the win when Medway came to the Norwood Country Club, beating them 238 to 249. Tommy O'Brien shot an even par 35, Frankie Sheehan shot a 38, and Maximo DeLuca shot a 39. The Mustangs are away for their next 2 matchups. They're away at Dover Sherburne on the 12th at 4 o'clock and at Bellingham on the 15th at 3:30. Boys soccer took on Ashland away and Westwood at home, but didn't pick up a win in either game. They will head to Holliston to take on the Panthers on the 17th at 4:30. The girls soccer team hosted Ashland and went over to Westwood in the past week, but couldn't get the win in either matchup. They will play host to Holliston on Tuesday the 17th at 4:30. Both cross-country teams kicked off their season over in Holliston on Wednesday, but couldn't pull out the win. Their next matchup is at home down at the Coakley Course on September 18th at 4:30, which NCM will be there for. We'll be recording for future broadcasts with Mark Hoover and Eric Bodenhofer on the mics. The girls volleyball team hosted Sharon and Westwood this week, but couldn't leave the gym with a win. They host Dedham at home on Friday the 13th at 5 o'clock. And that is all I have for this sports update. I'm Ron Marshalsea. And Norwood News will be right back after this break.
The Middle School Building Committee met this week at the Savage Center. Lou Capone of Vertex gave a project budget status report, as well as an overall project update and several key milestones achieved on site. On Monday, October 21st, the Middle School Building Committee will do a building walkthrough of the Coakley Middle School. At Tuesday night's Board of Selectmen meeting, Town Manager Tony Mizuko shared a presentation with the board regarding potential changes coming to the 34E bus line. The change would be part of the MBTA's Better Bus proposal, creating a 30% decrease in service, preserving peak frequencies. The proposed change would see a 90-minute wait time for some bus pickups, which would normally be about a 60-minute wait time. The selectmen had several concerns with these service cuts.
Questions from the board. Mr. Saad.
I agree with you 100%. Great job by Owen. I think that we should send a letter to John Rogers and the state reps and Rush, and Ms. Crow can handle that, or Mr. Chairman, but it just seems that you're trying to promote public use of buses and they're taking us away from us. So I said we fight them and tell them this is ridiculous. Another state project going to rock.
Yeah,
Ms. Crow.
thank you. I would also be in favor of reaching out to the delegation and maybe even beyond them, some of the other teams that might be able to help raise the visibility, because I just can't fathom, the top 20%, that's a pretty busy line, and for the folks that'll be affected by it, and for wanting to try to meet all these climate targets, I don't see how taking a busy line and shunting people out of public transit helps with that. So, those people have to travel, so what are they going to do? If they're not on the bus and they can't physically get up to a T stop, then they're going to be taking cars, they're going to be using ride sharing, so it's like you're literally you're making the problem worse, the traffic congestion worse. I don't understand it at all, so I would be in favor of us reaching out. Do we know, is there a deadline by which they're planning to implement these changes?
They haven't been clear about what their deadline for taking both public comment and municipal comment, so we should move quickly to make sure that they know that we did let them know we were bringing this to the board and that they may ultimately hear about it, but we should move quickly to make sure they don't railroad through any changes that we know are going to have, again, a significant impact, I think, on the population that uses it in town. If you live in South Norwood and you take that bus, you're talking about your times doubling, and you can walk to the MBTA station. Cold winter day or a rainy day, it's possible, sure, but not practical. Not on a regular basis either. To your point, I would certainly recommend the board send letters to our delegation and engage them to work on this as well. Should probably CC the governor and the T as well, and I could reach out to some of our other communities to make sure they know that this is impacting us, and they may want to dive into the data themselves. But I think some letters need to be sent, but some ire needs to be raised as well at a couple of different levels.
The Selectmen approved a motion for the Town Manager's Office to pursue the issue. Following the 34E presentation, Chairman Donnelly presented the Capital Improvement Plan. The plan's total request is $18,694,000, with funding sources coming from both borrowing and free cash. The Board of Selectmen will meet again on September 24th. The school committee met Wednesday night at the Savage Center. Superintendent Luff shared the Norwood school news, highlighting the convocation for teachers and faculty. The committee loved seeing the students involved in the day, and many teachers expressed how appreciated it made them feel. The committee then discussed and voted in favor of the DESE school designation, officially separating the Willett from the LMPA. Later in the meeting, Superintendent Luff discussed the two distinct policies regarding Title IX at NHS and the rest of the schools in the district. Based upon a current injunction in a federal court case challenging the new regulations, NHS will follow the current policies until such a time when the entire district can be under the new policies and regulations. The school committee will meet again on September 25th. Every year, firefighters and police honor those who died during the attacks on September 11th. Norwood Fire and Police held a small ceremony in front of the station with town officials and members of each department in attendance.
On a day like today, it tends to be firefighter-centric. We remember the number 343, the 343 firefighters who died rushing in and up while others were rushing down and out. But we can't forget they didn't die alone. 23 New York City police officers died that day, as did 37 Port Authority officers. So again, when people were in panic and running down, firefighters and policemen were moving forward and looking up. We have a striking the bell tradition for our deceased in the fire service. We remember all those that died today when firefighter Gula, strike box 343, 1 round. And we'll have a moment of silence.
But I think it's important that we Americans remember that our firefighters, that our police officers safely evacuated more than 15,000 citizens that day. So I think today that we pledge a renewed commitment to our public safety officers and officials who protect us here in Norwood and all across the Commonwealth and all across America. May God bless you, our public safety officers, and may God continue to bless the United States of America. Thank you. Thanks.
Trish Monahan was a shining light around town, especially at the Norwood Senior Center. The center held a celebration of life for Trish this week, and NCM was honored to be there.
Today was a celebration of life of our dear friend Trish Monahan. Trish was fearless. She would do anything for anybody. She did a lot of things that we didn't know about until afterwards. She would go to people's homes. There was nothing that she didn't do, whether it was tying someone's shoes or filling out a very complicated long-term care application. She did it all. Today is just having all these people come because they truly are here for Trish. They truly miss her. They've been seeking some sort of closure to this sudden passing of Trish. So they're all amongst friends. We've had people come that are in nursing homes right now that arrange private transportation to get here to just say their goodbyes to the family. Thank you for coming. You know Trish loved Norwood Community Media. She made sure that you guys always had a place in the town, and she would write any letter to the Norwood Record, to the Selectman, anything for you guys. So thank you for coming.
Missing Trish. Trish, our friend, you are gone too soon. We're here telling stories, and they all have the same tune. Your family, friends, teachers, and more, all laughing and crying and trying not to keep score. With your compassion, kindness, knowledge, and wit, you took any challenge and would never quit. Your guidance and love through every Norwood door was a part of you that no one could ignore. So let's not say goodbye, Trish, our dear friend, for our memories of you will never end.
Well, that's all for Norwood News. To stay up to date with Norwood Community Media, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. As always, thank you so much for watching and have a great weekend.